What are you repping? What are you trying to rep?
Nothing. I was just,
Nothing? You trying to flex a pecs for someone special watching?
you know who she is.
All right. Well, if you're in love with this testicle, hit a like, a comment, and a subscribe for our sixth episode. I guess we got to start with, for those people that do watch, we got to start with a little apology. We didn't have a episode last week. You're probably watching this. This should be out on a Monday or Tuesday. Um, so two episodes this week, allegedly, is
Mhm.
what we're planning for, just to stay on track. But uh, we usually go sports and just like general nonsense. But we figured pretty big movie event happened last week that we didn't hit in our weekly episode. So we got the Sloppenheimer episode today.
Sheesh, I like it.
All right, so you watched it Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. I watched it Monday, I think. Um, you go first. You just more recently in your head.
Look, to start it off, I went with a couple friends, and I don't know what it is, but at my movie theater, they give out these souvenir cups, you know, and it's a large cup, you know. The thing about it is, it doesn't fit in the cup holder thing. So I put it on there nice and tall. You know, I was eating my popcorn like a good human being, you know? And then my boy comes next to me. Mind you, I haven't taken a single drop of this cherry Coke, you know, the deliciousness. And guess what he does? Plop, 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 plop.
Oh
Let me tell
boy.
you, it looked like the first row of SeaWorld in the splash zone. But
Oh
it
my
gets better.
guy.
As we leave, we see the row underneath us soaking. And it was just like I didn't want to put my foot down because my feet were the stickiness of the soda. So he,
Allegedly it was a soda. Allegedly.
allegedly, and then he goes scurries off to get another one. I just told him like, hey, tell him that you spilled it. They hooked it up.
Yeah.
We look
Uh,
out for here, the people here.
dude, speaking of spilling, we'll get into the movie at some point, but speaking of spilling, I've never spilled stuff at a movie theater. But there was this one time I always joke about it. I'm always like, oh, like gonna
Hmm.
drop my popcorn or whatever. And then I never have. But there's one time that it genuinely happened. I was with my dad and we were just it was I don't remember what movie we were watching. It doesn't matter.
Ice
But
Spice.
I just definitely not. I just turned around. I was carrying a bag. I think I was carrying both things. And I just turned. And on the turn, just it slipped out of my hand and everything fell as soon as we got done with concessions. And the concessions just looks at us and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm a teenager when this happened. I'm at least in middle school. At most, I'm a sophomore in
19.
high school.
19.
No, no, no. No, 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 sir.
7 years ago. Mhm.
7 years ago. Quick maths. Whoa, hold on. Oh, that is 19. Good job. I don't know. No, 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 no. At least in middle school. At most, I was a sophomore in high school. It just slipped, and I was so embarrassed. I felt so bad for the employees, but they hooked it up. They gave us a like free replacement and a refill, which that theater does. They do a free refill on a large popcorn, so we still had both. Um, they hooked it up. I felt bad.
So,
I did. I I usually don't leave the movie anyways, but I like stayed in there the whole time, made sure no one saw me, and then when it was time to go, it was time to go.
I got you, got
Beeline to the car.
you.
Um,
Back to the movie.
and in this movie, I finished my popcorn like midway through, or not even midway through, because it's a 3 hour movie, and I was riding solo for this movie. I went by myself, um, which is way creepier to do. It was like scarier for me to do. Also, the theater. I'll talk about the theater in a second, but I finished my popcorn, and it's like one of those dine-in theaters, so I had a little tray in front of me,
Uh,
and I was just trying to move the tray like because I was done with my popcorn, so there was no need for the tray to be in front of me. So I moved the tray, but I got large hands, so I somehow tipped the popcorn bucket over, empty, granted, and it started like spinning, and I was like, no, come on. And I as I reached
Flashbacks.
for it, as I reached for it, I like tip it more. So I had like a weird reach. I tip it and it just falls over. And I hear a
Sheesh.
couple next to me like laugh. And I was like, okay, well, it's empty, guys. It's fucking fuck off, you know? It's a 3 hour movie. We got to do what we got to do. And yeah, that was a little embarrassing, but also this theater, the way this theater was built is like made me so much more paranoid during the movie because the door is behind us, like like it is right now, but in a dark room. So you know how theaters you'll usually come in like
The
behind
sides. Yeah.
either the sides or like you come in behind, but it's like walled off, right? You're like under the seats when you come in.
And you go up the
Nah,
stairs, yeah.
this one is you come in from the back and you go down the stairs. Like the front row is down the stairs. So when people there was also a trash can right behind me. So sometimes some people would go throw some trash away and they just kind of hang out there for a little bit, which, you know, I kind of get it. 3 hour movie, stretch your legs out. I had to do it too. Um, but it was just creepy. Like, especially being alone, I was more aware of everything happening around me and in the movie. And like, dude, this one person like stood there for a very long time, and I just kept looking over my back because I was like, if this dude's a crazy person, I'm a goner. I'm the first one gone. I'm target one. I'm right here. It's me and him. Nothing's stopping him from getting to me.
You got this. 1v1.
I'm gonna get it from here to here and out. Dog, I was donezo, but
Speaking of
and
like the 3 hour aspect of it though, I didn't feel like it was like yes, I could feel it was a long movie, but I didn't feel like it dragged.
yeah, it didn't. The beginning really scared me. Did you feel like the beginning was like super fast?
Mm,
Like maybe
no,
the first 30 minutes or so.
no,
Really? I thought it was so
no.
fast. Like, because he started off in college, right? Like that's where the
Mm.
movie, full spoilers ahead, by the way. Um, just, you know, it's also at this point 2 weeks. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a great movie, but full spoilers ahead. The first 30 minutes or so, it starts off when he's like in college, right?
Mm.
In like England or whatever. I felt like those first 30 minutes happened so fast to where I at some points I wasn't quite sure what was happening. So he starts off in college and like we get some minor like flash forwards or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, how it was set up.
Yeah, so like he starts off in college and then he's graduated but traveling other colleges in Europe and then he's in at Berkeley, I believe, is where he was when he was in the US.
Hmm.
One of those like working at a university in the US, I felt like those 30 minutes were so fast to where they started talking about the atomic bomb. And I was like, this is gonna be a problem because it's been like 30 minutes or so. Maybe it might have been an hour, but
Hmm.
it's been not a really big dent in the runtime for this much to have happened.
Okay.
And then the rest of it felt so like smooth to me. My biggest gripe with the movie is the beginning. It felt way too rushed. Like I would have liked to know a little bit more about him and like sure we get a lot of details about him throughout, but just the beginning to me felt rushed.
I get it. Okay, I can see your point. For me, I kept explaining it to people like an Interstellar movie.
Hmm.
Like if you like that type of movie, like where the buildup is just so crazy intense and like focused on
Yeah.
that particular thing that they're trying to accomplish, then you're really gonna enjoy the theater or the movie, especially in a theater. You know,
Yeah.
I felt the whoosh, the rush, the rumble, rumble, rumble. I thought he had a spinal tingle just because the background kept like shaking. I was like,
Yeah.
this man got powers, but no, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. I thought it was, like I said, Interstellar. And I like Interstellar too.
Yeah. It's a
Um,
Nolan movie. That's his thing, I think.
mm,
Because like all three my only real reference to Nolan movies are the three Batman movies.
Batman.
Yeah,
Mm.
they're pretty intense too. So I think that's his style, and he's one of the currently one of the greatest directors for that reason.
Oh, and shout out to that one guy that said the glass was gonna protect them from like the blast in the car.
Oh fuck, who was that? He was some actor I know.
I'm not sure, but either way, I'm like, he's like, I
He
got this.
he was the guy that said to drop. part of the bomb into the bomb, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he had like some funky accent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He killed it. He was. I mean, honestly, so many stars in this movie. So good. Fucking Josh Peck was in there.
Mm-hmm.
When I half expected him to like when he was about to press the button, it wasn't gonna work, and he was gonna go
His hand was
Megan,
okay.
Megan. You know,
Did
shout
you
out Josh
know?
Peck.
Did you know the older brother in Diary of a Kids is in it?
I had seen a tweet about it, but I didn't know.
I was like,
I didn't recognize him.
me neither, but I was like, he damn, he got a resume on him.
Yeah, the dude, fucking Robert Downey Jr. killed it,
Tony Stark can never do wrong. What you mean? I was
dude.
on his side.
I wasn't, but that's how good he was. I love
Hmm.
RDJ, right? Because I'm a huge Marvel fanboy. We all love Iron Man. We all love him. He's a great dude.
Hmm.
Fucking, he was so good that he made me dislike him.
That's if you feel an emotion towards the character, they did their job. That's the always way I feel it.
Yeah, he did great. I also really liked the dude that's like the opposing lawyer in that closed hearing. So the one you
Oh,
the clip you just mentioned where you had like tingles and it's all bright and like you know what I'm talking about?
supposing.
So when he's in the like miniature courtroom, like locked in,
Oh, okay.
it's the three judges, like lawyers, they're interrogating people.
Pet Cemetery, is that him?
I never saw Pet Cemetery, but he's in, you ever see Showtime? Or not Showtime, what is it? Winning Time, the Lakers show on HBO.
Haven't.
Oh, so good. You're missing out. He plays Jerry West. He's a great Jerry West. That dude killed it in Oppenheimer too.
Okay.
Or Oppenheimer as well. I don't think we're getting a sequel for this one.
What you mean? Let's just settle for it.
My favorite part of the movie was once the credits rolled, it said Albert Einstein will be back in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty.
Ah,
It felt kind of pointless to have him in there, really,
nah, because you
or
know you
like
have.
the hype up to it.
Come
Because
on, but
I
you
saw
you
on
need the
Twitter,
guy on the dollar bill. Come on.
I don't know if that's a flex on your part of like not knowing who's on the dollar bill or if that's just stupid.
Take it as you wish.
I mean, yeah, he's your pick, man.
Hmm.
You're either getting complimented or insulted. There is your choice, my brother.
Hey, good. Any publicity is good publicity.
Uh, that's
That's
what
what
they
I say.
say. That's what they say. Um, let's talk about Oppie being sloppy, bro. This motherfucker was
What
slanging
you
left and
mean?
right.
That man said I got a piece for anybody.
Got hoes in different area codes. My
Mm-mm.
guy, that dude.
I wasn't expecting all that Florence Pugh, honestly. I'm not
Yeah,
mad about it either, but I'm just saying.
I felt that it was a little weird for me. It
Yeah. Hmm.
was a little awkward, and I didn't expect her to go the way she went.
Did my buddy kept saying like he saw a hand behind her, like somebody killed her.
Yeah, I saw that
I
too. I
yeah,
saw that too. Yeah.
and I was like, I think I saw that too, but like it was
I,
like there before and after, kind of like the middle one. So like,
mm,
are they telling us somebody killed her, or it was just like her own actions killed her? Or, I don't know.
my interpretation of it, and I have no fucking resume for interpreting like art or movies and shit. I'm just a dude
Mhm.
with who decides to record a podcast with his boy. So take my opinion as you will.
Enough credit for me.
I my interpretation of that was that when because Oppenheimer was talking about it, my interpretation was he felt that like he was part of the reason she killed herself. So in his eyes, he killed her. He was partially
Hmm.
responsible. So my interpretation of that was him thinking it was his
Oh, I
hand
see what you're
pushing her
saying.
down more. Yeah, that's my
The public
interpretation.
wants to know who you a bigger fan of, Florence Pugh or what's the other one called?
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. Yes, I was gonna say
Oh,
Blake Lively.
no, that's a way wrong
That's
person, my
that's
guy.
that's Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah, not even the same
Hmm.
nationality.
Beauty is beauty.
Emily
Yeesh.
Blunt, man, I wanted to roast her so bad this whole time because dog, I don't know if that's just her face, how it naturally is, but she was making this stupid ass face this whole movie. She could not, I don't know if that was her, like the way she got her American accent down or what, but she could not close her mouth. It was always partially open and like pushed forward. She was always like this and pouting, and it was so weird. And that just took me out of it when I saw it. I was just like, this is such a great movie, but these parts just not hidden.
Okay. And she doesn't like babies either. Crazy.
I don't think she likes kids at all, bro. She
Mhm.
was,
She was like, he's been crying all day. And I was like, that's what you signed up for, though.
yeah, Oppenheimer's also not the best dad
What you mean? Yeah, I mean, think about it. He saved millions.
by taking out millions, my guy.
You know, was it was
He,
gonna be them or us? Which one did you
my,
choose?
I've been loving the meme. Like during the movie, I was like, man, I really feel this guy's pain. Like I understand why he feels this way,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Afterwards, I've been seeing all the memes where it's like Oppenheimer when the bomb he creates to kill millions kills millions, and it's the
Uh,
that meme, and that one's hilarious to me because you do know what you signed up for, and you still don't expect it, but they definitely portrayed him a little bit like narcissistic and like caring about himself. I was thinking about it because I think like I can understand as a scientist like why you would want to be the one that creates it. Like you want to, as a scientist, you always want to go to the next level, find out what's next. And he was like a theoretical scientist, so he wasn't like the guy that does things. He's just the guy
mhm.
that like figures out how they work.
Poses questions essentially.
Yeah. So like I can see why he was interested in it. But then again, my guy helped pick the city that they were dropping it on.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
See, but like my thinking is for him is like somebody is gonna do it. Might as well you do it and you have some control over it. Maybe limited control, but it's like, okay, this is the things that you can do with it. They can do. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Instead of just having a lot of question marks if it's somebody else.
Yeah, I feel that. You know who also killed it? Fucking Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, yeah,
Matt Damon was great.
yeah,
Matt
Loki,
Damon,
pretty good.
I'm riding high on Matt Damon right now. The last two movies from him I've seen, Air and Oppenheimer. He's been great in both. So
Oh, Air, yeah.
I'm rocking with him at the moment. Also one of my favorite parts was when Oppenheimer was crying to Truman, the president at the time, where he was like, it's my fault. And he was like, my
Mhm.
guy, I did that shit. And he was like owning up to it. I don't know how true that is, but it's crazy if that's true.
Aren't you a history major? Crazy.
Yeah,
You
but
should know
man,
this. Come
I
on,
wasn't in there.
fraud.
I also don't care about wars. I like that's not the part of history that I want to look at. I want to look at the good stuff.
Wow. You're
You know?
subjective. Cool.
Yeah. Selective history. But yeah, did Oppenheimer last Monday and I did Barbie on Friday. So I did a little bit of the
I haven't seen it.
Barbenheimer.
I haven't seen it. So
And when it was leading up to it, I'll go spoiler free on this one just for you, but when it was leading up to it, I was like very high hopes. And then once it came out and I started seeing some of the stuff on Twitter, like as much as I tried to avoid it, I just couldn't because it took over Twitter, but it was getting kind of trashed a little bit. So still like good, but
really?
trashed a
Okay.
little bit. Not like fully trashed, but like it was like if we were holding it up to here, it was maybe like here. And I was
Solid
like,
6.2.
I would honestly give it like an 8. It was a good movie, really good movie. People were saying how it's like good for both men and women, and I walked
Ugh.
out. All right, sexist over here. Doesn't want women to feel supported and
Whoa.
brought
How'd
up.
you know that was the side I was going against?
I know
If it
you.
was,
I know my boy. I know my
nah,
boy.
nah, you jumped to conclusions.
Indeed I did, and it was the correct one.
Hmm.
But as I walked out of it, I was like, I don't see how they're saying that it's a satisfying conclusion for both men and women. Because like for women, I think it is like a powerful statement. For men, I was like, not really. But then I walked out or like I took a step back and I was like, but it's a fucking Barbie movie. It's not meant for men. So like it doesn't really fucking matter if we walk out of there feeling better about ourselves, you know?
I saw kind of the memes of like or not memes, but just like Twitter reaction of like, it was gonna be sad.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I haven't heard really what the plot was. So that's why I'm just like, I'm really going in there with like no knowledge of the movie. Obviously, I know Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
Barbie, but I should be decently entertained. Plus, I love the movies.
Yeah. Other than the whatever you've seen on the trailer and stuff, I think it's best to go in with an empty mind for all movies in general. My favorite part of the movie is Simu Lee, the guy that plays Shang-Chi. Guy might be one of my favorite actors at the moment. He kills it. He goes all in. He's him. He's nice.
Oh,
He's
okay.
funny. He's charismatic. And like when I've seen like interviews of him and stuff, he's like super fun. He's like a guy, you know? He's a dude.
Okay.
So I'm a root for him whenever he does anything.
Gotcha. Any
So
other takes on the movie?
Barbie
Either one?
or Barbie, it is a great movie and it is not my I feel like
Did you go
very
alone to
respect.
that one too?
No, I went with my girlfriend. Took her took her to see
That,
it twice. I was gonna watch it alone because I have an AMC membership, so I get 3 tickets for myself a week. So I was just like, oh, I'm gonna use another one of these tickets. I mean, I got him, and she was like, no, I want to go watch it again. I want to go with you, so she went with me. I'm gonna stay back from really giving critique or anything on Barbie, and I'm
I'll,
gonna say that it is powerful for women and girls, and uh, I have a lot of women and girls in my family, and they all went to go watch it. I don't know. I didn't mention this last week because oh well, this is this week's episode, so I didn't get to mention it. My whole family, if any of them is watching, I'm still a little bit pissed, or not pissed really. I'm just annoyed that everybody in my family, including my girlfriend who went separately, my mom who never goes to the movies, my sister, everyone, cousins, nieces, my only guy cousin, his daughter, my one of my 2 nephews, the other one's too little to really care. He's like a toddler,
wow,
so it
you
doesn't matter.
included her too? Damn.
Dude, fucking everybody, every single member of my family went to go watch Barbie on the same day. And I had to stay, it was like the Saturday of the opening week, and I was just home playing video games, pissed off because I was like, well, fucking, why am I the only one not watching it?
You ended up going that day or what?
No, I ended up going this Friday.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow, shots fired.
they
Sheesh.
went to Saturday.
Let them have their own fun. They don't need to
Man,
include
I
you and
was just
everything.
I was just butthurt because no, they would have included me, but I'm away from my family, so I'm not close to them, and my girlfriend went with friends, so I encouraged that to have her hang out with her friends. But then it was just kind of ironic that I realized how I'm the only one not going. I ended up going. Great movie. Recommend watching it. Take all the women in your life.
You'll hear my take on the movie. Hopefully next pod.
Next pod. All right. But Oppenheimer, I'm gonna say I heard someone say it's not. I don't think it's the best movie of the year, but it's one of the better ones.
A solid watch.
It's a solid watch.
And then it has to
Definitely
be a movie theater one.
movie theater one, yes, for sure. Um, take someone with you, I would say, so you can throw some jokes in there. There was some points where I started kind of like getting a little tired. I think I went after work, so I think I went like pretty much right after work, so I got a little
Oh, I
tired.
did too.
Yeah, yeah.
I went at 10:45, so your boy was
PM?
struggling. Yeah,
My guy, you're a
your boy was.
sicko.
That was the time it was scheduled, but obviously it started like 11:20 or whatever.
Yeah, damn, you're a sicko.
And then I worked the next morning, so I was like,
You're a sick fuck, man.
I was.
You're a sick fuck.
I'm telling you, melatonin might be the greatest creation on God's given
I
earth.
don't think you needed melatonin after that movie, man.
No, I definitely did.
But also, what's your take on them not showing them dropping the bomb?
That is, that was. I see what you're.
Well, I haven't
I
said
didn't.
anything, so don't say you see what I'm saying. I'm just posing a question.
No, like of that happening, of or not happening. To think of it, I didn't even think of it because we I mean, what can they show that we don't already know? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like we know obviously the two locations, the destruction, everything it costs. Would it have really added to the movie? Because the point of the movie was the creation of it, not the actual like. I guess it was more. Would I have liked seeing it? Let me rephrase it. Would I have
Oh no. All right. We found out what kind of people he doesn't like. He said,
American?
"Hey,
You know, red, white, and blue.
ice get him."
It makes no sense.
You said you don't like Americans.
No, no, no. What you mean? I bleed blue.
Oh, okay. So you don't like the our neighbors to the west. I see. Across the Pacific. Got it.
Hawaii is pretty nice.
We're talking further. That's still United States, my guy. That's a little bit racist of you to not realize that. So I see you don't like the Samoans either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna trash talk Samoans. They build differently. They
They
build like a
are.
dumpster, my boy. Those things are too. They need double teamed. I'm just saying. But I to think about it, you just bringing it up right now was actually the first time I actually thought of it. I didn't think it needed it. So I guess that's a good point of view, Like, oh, I forgot about it because I know what happened. So I guess that's my take on it. It's like I forgot it, so I guess it doesn't need it.
Yeah, I was thinking about it the whole time during the movie, but I'm very happy that they didn't show it because I think with how intense the movie already is, and like you said, it's about Oppenheimer. It's not about what happened. I just feel like we've seen it too much already. Like we know what happened. We know the history of it. It's been depicted in other movies before. Um, I don't know. I think it would have been distasteful just to show
Yeah,
it.
I think it would have put like a sour taste in everybody's mouth.
Yeah,
Like,
it would
oh
have.
shit,
It would have definitely been like, ah, damn, like
that's what we did.
because the way Nolan goes, like he's gonna he's gonna depict it. He's not gonna ease up on it. He's gonna go ham. So the fact that it like doesn't show is I think it's strong in it of itself. And I really like that they showed it exploding in the test
Hmm.
because I think that did a good not I don't know how accurate it is obviously, but like a pretty good job of showing like the the damage it causes. Like seeing it was also super powerful to like show it like blow up and it's silent.
The sonic boom,
Yeah, like
that was
I
dope.
when it was dropping, I was like, all right, get ready for the boom. Like
Hmm.
you're gonna fucking hear it, and like you might jump, but you're prepared because it's gonna be loud. And then it was silent. I was like, oh man, this is like really like I was in awe of like just seeing the explosion. And granted, it wasn't a nuclear explosion. We know that now.
Ugh.
My guy got buried,
Mm.
um, and he thought that that was the case.
I had my
But
hype, so my
we
hopes high.
like, yeah, yeah, you got a tongue twisted there, eh? But yeah, I was watching it. I was just in awe. Like, man, that's what, to some extent, what happened. Like, how the fire is just eating itself up and like creating more fire and bigger explosion, all that stuff.
Mhm.
In awe, dude. So I was like, this is enough for me. I don't need to see this happening to human beings, even if it's actors. Well, not actors, but actors in the movie. It happened to real people. Like, I don't need to
Mhm.
see that happening. I
The
think this is
charts.
enough. This is putting it into perspective.
Yeah.
And then the fucking boom goes off and scares the shit out of me.
I
Like
thought
5 minutes later.
yeah, it was my favorite scene, I guess, of like kind of like the turning point of the movie was when they load up the bombs on the trucks and then they just see him kind of leave. And I was like, we know what the next step is.
Yeah, I was tripping off of that because it was a bumpy road. So I was like,
Hmm.
dog, they must have had to drive like 15. Like one wrong bump, and there goes Los Alamitos. There goes the fucking drivers.
But like, don't they have to essentially ignite it? That's what the point of all the equipment is, right?
I think, to my understanding, based off how the movie explained it, it's the large like capsule holds like the bigger bomb, and it's a smaller bomb that drops into it, it explodes, and then it makes a bigger explosion. I'm sure that when they packaged the bomb and like drove it away, the part that explodes into the explosion wasn't in there,
But
and
what
that
I'm
must,
saying is there's an ignition key, right? That would essentially start the whole process of that. So
I don't
like
know.
so like without the ignition key, really nothing to worry about.
I don't think there was a key because they just dropped it from a plane.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, they could activate it up there and just drop it. Because then you said it's a Josh Peck thing. Isn't that what the ignition key is?
I think that was like to release it, to drop it.
That's exact.
In the mechanism that it was in,
Yeah,
a huge tower, the button is for the tower to release it. But in the trucks,
I see what you're saying.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing holding it.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and they were in the desert in the dunes. My guy, one bump. That's what I was thinking. Like one bump and they're goners.
Probably use a lot of bubble wrap.
Probably. Must have put it in rice.
Wow, first they get two bombs on them, and then you make that joke.
Wow, you're the one that
That's
took it there. Nah,
crazy.
I went
First
with
you
a
don't.
tech tip.
First you hate women because of your family, and they went to
No,
Barbie.
I do not
Now
hate women.
Japanese people. Wow, you're on a roll. Plus now you hate the Orioles. That's just crazy.
Oh man, no, I hate Severino.
Uh,
But this is not a
because wow.
no. He is Dominican, but also because he's awful, and he said it himself.
Mm,
The Yankees
ah.
should sell, sell, sell. Get rid of everybody except Judge and
Can I
Volpe.
interest you in Russell Westbrook?
No, Russell Martin maybe. I'll take a Russell Martin back.
Mm.
Honestly, Yankees are awful.
What do you guys want for Glaber? We
There,
already got
dude. I
Gary.
I saw the
Two home
asking
runs today.
price. You're
What was
welcome.
what's the asking price?
I think they wanted like five because the Marlins are pushing for him,
I saw
and I
that.
think they wanted like five players. I know Braxton Garrett was on it,
Okay.
um, who I believe is a lefty pitcher.
Yeah.
They wanted a righty pitcher, and they had named him. Oh,
Wait, all five they wanted for him?
they wanted five. No, not all five pitchers.
Or just that's
Five
their list?
players. I think they said two prospects, two good prospects. Probably like a major league hitter. Ed Edwin Eduardo Cabrera, the right-handed pitcher, young guy.
Yeah.
Edwin.
I think
Eduardo,
you're
you know
right.
who I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, right-hander, young guy, and Braxton Garrett, left-hander, is their
Wait.
asking price.
I'm confused. Is it they're asking for all five of these, or are they asking they gave them a
All
list
five
of
of
like
them. No, all five of them.
all
And
they want a haul?
they want a haul for
Not
Glaber.
a Glaber. That
It's a little
Glaber
too
ain't
late.
worth. Mm-mm.
It's a little too late for that, man. But yeah, I want them get rid of Stanton somehow. Get rid of DJ. Flip Bader for what you can. Get rid of Rizzo. Retool. Get some more lefties in the lineup for the short porch because they're righty heavy and they have a cheat code in the short porch.
Yeah, thank you. Finally admit it.
They do, man, but they're not they're not committed. Man, today was rough. I mean, actually today was a really good day. I got to see my family, so I wasn't really thinking baseball. But
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
as soon as it was 7-0 in the first inning, I saw I get the MLB notifications and I saw like the first one was like Adley Rushman scored because he was their leadoff hitter. Insane that your catcher's your fucking leadoff hitter, by the way. But just that's just how good the guy is and how good the Orioles are right now. Hits he scores. And then I get another notification, however much time later, and it's like Adley Rutschman singled or doubled or whatever, and another guy scored. I'm like, wait a
Oh,
fucking minute. Didn't this motherfucker just hit?
batted
Didn't he
around.
just score? They fucking batted around and it's still two outs. I think they
See,
scored 5 runs before recording an out or something.
glad you had a great Sunday.
I mean, I wasn't playing the fucking game. The game was over in the first inning, so I was checked out. It was fine.
Mm.
I checked out way before because they decided to not play Judge, not play the guy that we've been waiting for to make a difference for
Oh
this
my God.
team.
Yeah, but I mean, good thing they sat him out though, right?
Dog, when
You
he
would
was in the
think he
game,
was gonna change the fucking 7-0 in the first.
dude, he changes the offense. The bats would do something. He changed
Oh,
the numbers.
relax.
The
He's
numbers
not.
with and without him are so much more different.
All I know is the Kraken hit two today. Just saying.
All right, let me run you through his weekend. All right, first game, uh, 1-0 loss, walk off in the ninth, but hits all over the place. He went 0 for 1 with three walks.
Sounds like
So
Soto.
other people, other players had good at bats too, just couldn't get the run in. Next game, he goes 3 for 5, 3 for 5, 2-run homer, 8-3 victory. He turns the bats on. I don't know what it is. He's
Hmm.
the erectile dysfunction medicine and gets those bats hard.
Otani's better. Hmm.
And in this moment in time, yes, statistically, yes, but Otani did not miss as much time as Judge did.
Hmm.
But also, let's put this into perspective. When Judge does good, the Yankees win. When Otani does good, they lose, and when he does bad, they win.
That's just the
So,
Angels.
so who's the real most valuable player? Keep that in mind. Most valuable doesn't mean who did the most. It's who is the most valuable.
Otani.
I'm assuming
Two-way.
our baseball talk means we're done with the Sloppenheimer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Final rating for Sloppenheimer.
8.1.
I'm gonna go with an 8. Solid.
I don't think we answered this. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite
All
movie,
time.
it's tough, man. It changes
Nah, number
often.
one. Give me one.
I got a couple movies right here in front of me.
Nah, give me one. Uno.
Man, I had recently picked a movie and I can't remember what it is. Um,
Mine's never changed.
is that the name of the movie?
No, no.
Oh,
My pick has never changed.
what's yours?
It's The Departed.
Which one's that one?
You've never seen The Departed with Jack Nicholson and Matt Damon's in
Oh,
it and Mark
I
Wahlberg.
don't think I've ever seen it. I've heard
Oh,
of it. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
do yourself a favor and watch it.
Okay.
Before next pod, watch that movie. Find some time and just watch it.
I'll try to find some time. Um, I don't think I have a favorite movie, if I'll be honest. I'll take the cop
Cop
out.
out.
I have a couple favorite franchises. I mean,
Nah,
the Rocky Creed franchise. It's one of my favorites, maybe my favorite. Um, love me some Spider-Man. I watched everything everywhere all at once finally. I'd bought it on Blu-ray, 4K, whatever, and it's a great movie. Great, great movie. So that one's up there.
favorite Spider-Man?
Like actor or movie?
Yes, both.
I'm gonna go Tom Holland.
Both.
Toby was just a little awkward, too awkward for me
Toby
as
and
an
give me
actor.
Spidey 2 with Doc Ock. Green
I
Goblin one is nice too, but I like Doc Ock.
I mean, I think they had great villains, but I'm gonna take Tom
Nah,
as a
nah.
performance.
He's a product of the Marvel thing. Nah, give me Toby. That set the standard.
I don't know. Toby's a
I'm just
great
saying,
Peter.
you felt the pain when he got stabbed by Glizzy Goblin, by the glider. That's all
Oh
I'm saying.
man, you called him Glizzy Goblin. I was very confused there. So Andrew's not getting any love,
Who
right?
couldn't even save his girl from? Didn't he kill her allegedly?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how it happens. Comic book accuracy there,
Ugh.
because I mean, no, but that would kill her. Like the web
Toby would have found a way.
snap.
He would have
Well,
done the webs in the bottom, so she would have just landed on them. Easy. I thought about it, and I'm not even Spider-Man.
Andrew got his redemption.
Mm,
He saves Zendaya in No Way Home.
mm,
You're not impressed by the
mm.
redemption arc?
It's just Zendaya.
Oh, so it's just a minority, so it's not good enough. It's not a blonde girl for you. Hmm. Okay.
Thanks
We see where you.
everybody for joining us on this Sloppenheimer movie topic review extravaganza. Gonna see you later this week for the next pod topic. Hopefully, it's gonna be trade deadline after.
Oh, it is? Well,
Give
there's
me,
some trades that happen, but let's not talk about them then. Let's save them for,
give me a prediction, just one before we leave.
man, dude, but everybody, I feel like everybody's been traded. My prediction is the Yankees won't do shit.
Interesting. I feel like another big star is gonna go. Like someone's gonna put
Do
all
you
in
want to name
chips.
them?
I I feel like Stroman to either the Orioles
Oh, they're not
or the
selling.
Diamondbacks.
Cubs said they're
They're
not
not.
selling. No, they took Bellinger off the market.
Yeah, but that's just Bellinger.
They won 6 games in a row,
Mm,
or they won 6 games, six like big games for them. So they're
okay.
not selling. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll drop a name. I'm gonna say Verlander is gonna end up. He's
That's a
gonna end up with
Ranger
the
relief.
Astros again. He's gonna end up with the Astros again
Ooh, that's a
somehow.
spicy pick.
There's interest there, and I'm sure he would love to go back. So that's my
I feel like if the Padres didn't like just sweep the Rangers, they would have been selling too.
yeah, yeah.
With the price of like what the Mets got for
Snell's
David
price would
Robinson.
have.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the price that they got back for David Robertson. Oh my God, Hater would have been like a haul.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see y'all later this week. Appreciate every single one of you. Like, comment, subscribe. If you watched any of those movies that we talked about today, tell us what you think. Thank you. Peace out.